So Donald Trump spoke at the NRCC yesterday. And Mr. Emmer was one of the first speakers who introduced Donald Trump. Maybe you can help me understand this, because this is the way Emmer spoke of Donald Trump yesterday in starting his speech. Tell me if you can make out what he said here. Have a listen to this.
Not an option. President Trump is counting on us.
Wait, what did he say? Can we play that one more time?
Not an option. President Trump is counting on us.
Wait, did I hear that right? Can you play that one more time? I'm sorry. One more time.
Not an option. President Trump is counting on us.
I can't say that word on the air, but it certainly sounded like a four-letter word that I would use to describe Marjorie Taylor Greene or Lauren Boebert, but I can't say it on the air. Very interesting. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Emmer, for introducing Donald Trump. I would probably use those same words to do so, so I give Emmer a lot of credit for that. Thank you, Mr. Emmer, for characterizing Donald Trump as I would. It's a really weird speech that he made yesterday. President I don't know. It's very strange. Very strange. Anyway. Moving on. So Donald Trump went his normal diatribe last night talking about windmills, talking about how you could never sell a house if you have windmills around. Have a listen to Donald Trump and his weird fixation. If they're not porn stars, they're windmills. Have a listen to this.
Between that and windmills, you can have windmills too. Most expensive form of energy ever. Anybody have a windmill by your house? Congratulations, you'll never sell your house. And today I signed historic executive orders to unleash coal production to the highest levels ever. Because, you know, coal is the most powerful thing. We have more of it than any. We have more liquid gold under our feet, oil and gas, and we have more coal than any other country. No other country has as much as we have. All different forms of coal. And take a look at China. They're building 2 coal plants a week. Think of that, 2 a week. We are screwing around with wind. Oh, wind. These people are crazy. They say, oh, it's great for the environment. Yeah, it kills all your birds.
Yeah, it kills all the birds. Let's talk about windmills. Let's talk about coal. Meanwhile, the market has crashed, and now the chaos with this 90-day pause. But yeah, let's talk about windmills and let's talk about coal. Oh yeah, while all this is going on, why make it more expensive to buy prescription drugs? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Now he's talking about tariffs on the pharmaceuticals. Have a listen to this.
But we're going to tariff our pharmaceuticals, and once we do that, they're going to come rushing back into our country because we're the big market. The advantage we have over everybody is that we're the big market. So we're going to be announcing very shortly a major tariff on pharmaceuticals. And when they hear that, they will leave China, they will leave other places because they have to sell. Most of their product is sold here.
Listen to those idiots that are clapping. But go ahead and buy Trump crypto. Go ahead and buy Trump Bibles and Trump trading cards. Everything will be great. But let's make pharmaceutical drugs more expensive for the American people. Yeah, that's a great idea. What a great thing to say. Very intelligent. And this was the moment yesterday when Donald Trump claimed that all the countries around the world are kissing his ass. Have a listen to this.
But this is the largest transaction in the history of our country. And don't let some of these politicians go around saying, because I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. They are dying to make a deal. Please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything. I'll do anything, sir.
Notice how he's never specific. He always says, people are telling me, these people, they're telling me great things, that we're doing great things, but he's never specific. The countries, they're kissing my ass, these countries. Notice how he didn't name a specific country or a specific world leader or president. Like if these people are literally calling him up and kissing his ass, why wouldn't he name a country? Why wouldn't he, give a name, for example? And, not an Elon Musk or a Steve Bannon or a Stephen Miller, but actually one of these world leaders that he claims is picking up the phone and calling him. President Xi doesn't even want to talk to him. But which countries are kissing his ass? Why does he never give any names? Why is it always in general terms? Because he's lying. That's why. He's lying. They're picking up the phone. They're calling me. They're kissing my ass. You can't even get your own wife to kiss your ass, let alone kiss you on the lips. How are you going to get a world leader to kiss your ass? You lying scumbag, you. He's lying. And here's when he talks about China, who, by the way, have just implemented 84% tariffs on the United States of America. Yeah, I'm sure that won't hurt the American consumer at all. Here's Donald Trump now talking about China.
People are paying tariffs. Countries are paying tariffs. Right now, China's paying a 104% tariff. Think of it, 104%. Now, it sounds ridiculous, but they charged us for many items 100%, 125%. Many countries have. They've ripped us off left and right. But now it's our turn to do the ripping. That's okay.
Oh, yeah, you're doing the ripping, all right. Is he talking about farting? Because as far as ripping, what else could he possibly be talking about? All the Americans that have suffered, that have lost their jobs, the economy tumbling. Now he has this 90-day pause because he couldn't get bailed out. He couldn't get bailed out by people in the United States of America. This guy has been getting bailouts his entire life. He's filed bankruptcy for multiple businesses that he once owned, his failed companies, whether it be his Trump steaks or his Trump water or his failed Trump University, you name it. He always got bailouts. Always. But not this time. China's not going to bail him out. People that have very powerful jobs in this country that are not pro-Trump, they're not going to bail him out. So he caved. And he told all of his people, make it sound like everybody's kissing my ass. Make it sound like this was the art of the deal. Where in reality, he hasn't made a deal with anybody. But he claims all these people are calling him and kissing his ass. Notice how he didn't name one country. Notice how he didn't name one world leader. Make no mistake about it. The ass kissing Donald Trump is doing to evil dictators like Putin, who, by the way, he didn't tariff, who he sent COVID test kits in the middle of COVID to. He said Ukraine started the war. The ass kissing is being done by Donald Trump to evil dictators around the world. The love letters he wrote with Kim Jong-un. Nobody is kissing Donald Trump's ass except for those that work in his administration and the Republicans in office today that are scared of him, that don't have a backbone. Okay? Those are the people that are doing the ass kissing. Those leaders in other countries are doing no ass kissing, maybe a little bit by Benjamin Netanyahu. I think that's fair to say. So he's a liar, and it's a joke. And there were parts of this speech, I won't even get into all of it, but there were parts of this speech that were very bizarre. They were very weird. We remember Al Green, who was censured. Do you remember that whole situation during Donald Trump's speech? He's calling him weird now, and he has nicknames for Al Green. It's strange. Have a listen to this.
The House will be run by the same band of radicals and lunatics you saw at my address to Congress, including Hakeem Jeffries, AOC, Ilhan Omar, Nancy Crazy Pelosi, and Weird Al Green. He's a weird dude. Oh, he should have been treated very badly for the way he behaved that night.
So Al Green should have been treated very badly for raising his cane. But the people that beat police officers on January 6th are patriots. The people who went to jail for Donald Trump, he considers many of them patriots. Domestic terrorists, they're patriots, some of them, according to Donald Trump. But if you're Al Green and you raise your cane because you want to make sure people keep their Social Security and their Medicare, you should be treated very badly for the way you behaved. But if there's no evidence that you're a violent criminal, and if you have tattoos on your skin, let's send you to El Salvador, to the most highest security prison on the planet. Let's treat those people badly. Do you find it interesting, too, that Al Green is a man of color? Do you find it interesting that if you're a white supremacist and you beat police officers on January 6th, that makes you a patriot? But if you're a man with brown skin who raises your cane because you want to fight for your constituents, when it comes to Medicare, when it comes to Social Security, you behaved badly and you should be treated badly for the way you behaved. Do you find that interesting that when it comes to brown people, he tells them to go to your S-hole countries? Do you find that very interesting, as I do? Go to your S-hole countries if you're a brown person that disagrees with me. You should be treated very badly for the way you behaved if you raised your cane and are fighting for Medicare and Social Security. But if you're a white person, in this case, a white supremacist from a right-wing fringe group that's pro-Trump, and you try to overthrow a free and fair election and you beat cops, somehow that makes you a patriot and you get a clean slate pardon. I do find that very interesting. Do you guys see the correlation that I'm coming up with there? Why does he always attack brown people? Why does he say brown people need to be treated very badly for the way they behaved? Why is that? Why is it when the Central Park Five were released because of DNA evidence, why didn't he retract what he said about them? Why is that? Why is it that somebody like Ahmaud Arbery is lynched by 3 white men? Donald Trump doesn't even talk about it. He won't even mention it. And so many MAGA Republicans won't even talk about it, won't even discuss it. But they want to talk about Black Lives Matter protests. They want to say how Derek Chauvin should be pardoned. And they want to get brown people out of the country at any cost, even if it breaks our own Constitution and some of these people have no due process, which we know the Trump administration has done. Why is that? Now, there are some people that have come around. Not many, but some.